Greetings and welcome back to Season 5 of the T-GOW Bloodbowl League. I do apologise there was no league introduction video, but we had, as early as hours before the fixtures were to be played, people dropping out of the league. In fact, 2. We did mean to have 9, and we was going to have a league split like last season. It was going to be beautiful. Instead, we're now down to people that you can see here. 8. Not bad. And we're going to have everybody play everybody twice, like a standard Football League system. The league table is, as you can see, quite simple at the moment because we are only one fixture in, which those are as follows. We have the Buckleberry Hot Pods versus the Silverleaf Sentinels that ended in 1-1, which is the first result for Stuart against Gavin, where he hasn't lost, which is a good thing. Hope will be that come the reverse fixture, that there will be a victory, perhaps. It ended in 2-2 in casualties, and from what I can tell, the only casualties that were any worth of note was some stat busts for the Silverleaf Sentinels. Not awful, but not devastating. Next was the Crimson Killers versus the Festering Freak Show. That was myself versus Lewis, where I managed to squeak out 2-0 victors. I think it was a little unfair, because Lewis did put up a solid attempt. And I believe in the pre-season fixture where we played, I think it was 2-1 to me. Honestly, I wouldn't have been upset if 2-1 would have been the result today. But the problem was, any time Lewis got the ball, it just ended in disaster. I don't think Lewis had positive possession of the ball in my half at all. He definitely had possession, but I think it was risky possession, not good. Casualties was interesting because for 2 bashy teams, there was only 2 casualties, but it was 1-1. I did kill a bloater, but it was regenerated, and he did badly hurt a lionswoman, but negligible. Real interesting fixture was the Steves versus the Sketchy Scramblers, and I appreciate that Sam loves his Snotlings, but I just don't think they're for him. But I'm not ever going to tell someone to not play a team they're enjoying. Liam went back to basics and went back to his first ever team he learned, which is the Chaos Chosen. It so far is working out. Not only was it 3-1 on touchdowns to the Steves, but it was 5-3 to Sam's Sketchy Scramblers on casualties, which is yikes. And the injuries are as follows. Because I'm going to specifically read these because it was devastating for the Chosen. Like, you guys may have won, but cost is heavy. So one of your guys got a stat bust on his passing. He got another with a miss next game. Ningley and Drew missed next game. Another miss next game, and a death by a foul. Granted, you did smash an armor value. You did a miss this game, so just a badly hurt. Yeah, and then a couple of firings from yeah. God damn. It was a brutal game. Which, as you can see, leaves the table like so. Because again, it's only the first week in, and I probably wouldn't really start looking at the table for trends until at least the 3rd round. Because the first round, anything can happen, upsets can happen, which, for the most part, the biggest upset was Gavin not beating Stu, but that's obviously good for Stu. But the league table is now as follows. So Liam is on top, narrowly missing out on maximum points because Sketchy Scramblers didn't allow a clean sheet. That's on 10 points. I am on 7 because I picked up a victory and got the clean sheet bonus, which is a single point. Gavin and Stu both picked up a draw, which is worth 3 points apiece. Sam is also on 3 points because although he lost, he picked up one of the 2 touchdown and Kaz bonuses, are getting 3 of, which is worth 2 points, which is also what Liam did. And then we have Lewis last on 1 point because unfortunately, although he did lose, he didn't pick up any bonuses because he only had 1 casualty and no touchdowns. Tom, you're last. But that's not because of skill, that is because you were the one to have the week off on these fixtures. Yes, it was the thing. So now we're going to look at the statistics. Again, I'm not going to speak too much about them, but these are the stats of the things that have been done. So, there have been 7 touchdowns scored, Well, 7 players with touchdowns scored. 1 has 2, which is the only one I'm going to mention by name, which is Martin of the Steves. Well done. Looking at the completions, we only have 2. Count them 2. Count them 2. Yeah, not great. Just gonna move that over right there because I see that's been cut off. But yeah, only 2 that have been completed. And one of them has multiple, which we'll mention, which is Derwin Quicksilver. Well done to you. And with casualties, we have 12. And 2 with multiple. My. Austin of the Steves with 2 and Gag Giant of the Sketch Scramblers with 2. Both in the same game. Understandable. It was a bloody affair. And you can see a whole host of others with names below. Now, you folks are probably wanting to know where things lie for next week. These fixtures that are about to be announced are going to be played on the 25th of June, which is this coming Tuesday, and 2 of them have been selected for televised games. These are as follows. Stuart, the Silverleaf Sentinels have the week off, so you will no longer be needing to play for this coming Tuesday, but the 6 that are in action, fellow, we have the Better Late Than Nevers versus the Crimson Killers, which is Tom versus me. Very good. We have the Sketchy Scramblers versus the Buckleberry Hot Pots, which is Sam versus Gav, a stunt-off. And then finally, we have the Festering Freak Show versus the Steve, which is a match between Lewis and Liam. It is going to be interesting, at the very least. I do hope to see how this is going to play out. Until then, I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Also, update. With regard to televised games, there will no longer be a need for the Dice Tower. For those coaches eager, you may use your own dice, but all we ask is just roll into the dice tray so the cameras can pick up whether Nuffle likes or dislikes you today. Thank you. Goodbye.